the world faces a myriad of challenges, the Y20 calls for the voices of the youth to be uplifted. Delegates from across the globe have gathered at the summit to foster collaboration. Y20 South African Chair Raymond Matlala says it's important to highlight diverse solutions when discussing these challenges.
What we've done is we've opened up for what we call the Y20 South Africa working groups. And in those working groups, there are over 600 organizations, grassroots organizations, and over 1,500 young people, not only in South Africa, but from the continent and even as well as the global south. As an example, the co-chair of Track 2, is from India. And also the co-chairs of all the 5 tracks are from the African Union. And also you will have seen the invited countries that are here. We've got over 8 countries from the continent that we were intentional about inviting them. And after that, we have also a advocacy strategy with your organizations that are in the continent. And we've been working very closely with the African Union on this.
One of the key issues delegates hope to tackle is the pertinent issue of youth unemployment.
The top priority of tackling youth unemployment is ensuring that all sectors of the South African economy are inclusive of all categories of youth. And what that means, it means at the level of education, we have pathways that enable young people to acquire the know-how and the necessary skills that are productive in the South African economy. When it comes to issues around work experience, which is an important enabler to more opportunities, the NYDA being able to facilitate pathways in order to ensure that more and more young people are able to get those opportunities so that they have upward social mobility both in their careers or even in different sectors that they will be operating in.
The MEC of Education in Gauteng hopes that the outcomes discussed will lead to long-lasting solutions.
At the center, it's all about being young people being at the strategic areas where decisions are made, taking center stage in terms of policy making, taking center stage of coming up with solutions to world problems. At the center of this conference is climate change, employment, cooperation, international cooperation, and broad human development. So it's, for me, this Y20 must come up with proper resolutions that will talk to those changes that they want to see.
Here is what some of the delegates are expecting from the summit.
Our expectation are higher expectation to see how the works are going and to see the final communique and how all these countries can get common communique, can get consensus about the measures that they are defending.
For us, it's really important to be here in South Africa because Brazil last year received the Youth 20 and now we are part of the Troika. So this is a really important moment for us to build this together and important for the youth of G20. So we are here to work, to have a consensus and a good dialogue.
One of my main expectations out of the Y20, especially the focus on AI, is to discuss about how to bridge the digital gap and how to implement education using the AI. And overall, I'm really excited to hear voices from around G20 countries, especially since it's so symbolic that it's hosted here this year. I'm really excited to see how the themes of solidarity would emerge in the negotiation process.
The gathering will continue throughout the week, with delegates expected to deliver a formal declaration that will be presented to the G20 leaders. Bonolo Maribe, SABC News, Ekurhuleni.